It's very important for us as filmmakers to want the audience, to guide the audience in wanting for Banner not to Hulk out, not wanting Banner to Hulk out, and sometimes wanting Banner to Hulk out. So Brazil is like this. At first you're like, no, don't. You're surrounded by people. No, don't. And then in this factory, when he's alone, surrounded by bad guys, you're like, come on, do it, turn into the Hulk, and eventually he does. Here we go.
One of the things we felt like we wanted to do was not blow out the Hulk, not blow out that part of the story too much too early. So Louis used to talk about the bottling factory as, he called it like the ghost in the darkness. It was the monster in the dark.
You don't want to give everything to the audience at first. You want to hold back as much as you can and get them to, did I see it? Didn't I see it?
And you catch glimpses of them, and the soldiers don't really know what's going on, and the bullies sure as heck don't know what's going on. And the audience begins to see and will see the Hulk in and around the shadows, and you are not quite sure, is that a pipe? Is that a bottle? What is that? And an arm comes out, and it's the Hulk.
Now you put them up into this sequence and really you bring them into seeing into the Hulk, the world of the Hulk for the first time, and the power of the Hulk. It really is our first Hulk sequence, so it's very, very, very important for us. And action, go! And fly! So you're gonna see the guy with the yellow shirt and the guy with the royal blue shirt turn around fast. That's when the guy goes, and that's when I'm gonna cue you right after that. Team 2 is going this way, and Team 3 is going forward.
It's a lot of geography, because Louis and Edward specifically wanted the real geography working so that when these guys came around, it actually would happen. If they came around here, Hulk was here, and it wasn't just piece. It actually all made sense.
Set up for when the Hulk chokes me out and throws me against that panel over there. Yeah. So I'm doing the throw part. What do you got wearing? Got a nice little harness on, little vest on. I'm ready. Get hooked up
guys, gate's good. We're setting up for the real stuntman crashing in. It'll be about 20 minutes. If you need a breather. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's you, right? That's me. Yeah. See you later. Gotta go to work.
We had to whip him into the wall a bunch of times.
Action!
Ronnie, you good? See, normally I don't let older guys like this do this kind of thing.
It's great, though. You think he's got another one in him?
Marker! Action!
Johnny, how's that look?
It's good because then you really see it's him, It comes, then he comes down, bam.
It was really cool. It was like a lot nice and faster. It was good. It was good. The extra 15 PSI helps.
Where are we now in the sequence?
You're on the top of, this is the beginning. You just went upstairs and you just reloaded.
We also had some interesting shots where the Hulk's running underneath a bunch of grating, where all the grating's popping, which was a lot of fun.
Oh, geez, the thing that was flying along when the Hulk's underneath and the plates are going up. Yeah, that was something. And we'd shot the hell out of that day, too. We really worked. We did a lot of setups. That was something.
The idea of this shot is that there's the Hulk running through this factory underneath this walkway, and he's a huge guy. So he's banging the walkway as he goes, and the grates are flying up. And Tim Roth is down at the other end, but he's firing like crazy. So we come flying down the walkway. The grates are popping. We're staying as close as we can to the grates. It's very dramatic that way. And then we rise up at the end to close up on Tim as he's firing at the enemy.
That was actually a bit scary because I had to walk backwards and be firing at the same time, and still be aware that thing could flip me. And it was kind of scary. All these guys know what they're doing. All these They, you know, guys who do these big movies. Most of the stuff I'm on, it's like 2 cameras in a corner. You know, you're lucky. You're lucky if you've got a tripod. It was fun, but I mean, you know, the boys do the big jumps, you know. But the more you can do, and the more that they can make you feel safe doing stuff, the more shots Louis can get. You know, that's the gag. No, I would tell him. You know, I'd give him my age and say, you know, there's a limit.
Got a day off tomorrow, right?
Hey, Mac. It was fun. I mean, I've done a bit of stunt work, but never done that action movie thing before. It's hilarious. See you later. Go get the harness off.
That was a great piece. It's got good energy. It's an awesome stunt, and it'll be a great mixture of CG and practical stuntman.
The tanks that the Hulk smashes through, of course, they weigh about 5,000 pounds apiece. So accelerating those in a Hulk-like manner was an interesting journey. I mean, some of our testing, we actually had tanks sort of, shall we say, get away on us a little bit and maybe go through a wall or two. And we really went down a bit of a path to learn how to control the forces we were unleashing.
Did you see the big fire truck out there with the rig on it? That's the big one. That's going to be pulling all kinds of stuff. We call that the Abomination. It throws cars through the air. It pulls big 5,000-pound tanks. It's got a lot of force behind it. It's pretty impressive.
The director wanted to see something like that, and that's what we can do to a car. So it's a pretty neat rig.
I hope the viewer in the film appreciates that those things really are 5,000 pounds.
What happens is, this giant tank has these UHMW pucks that are in between these rails to keep Tom square. This tank here is cabled to the Abomination outside, and what'll happen is when this tank comes down to here, Gary, you can see on that camera that's set up there, he hits the button. That fires this tank pulled out of the shot. And we hit this electrical panel here, where there are all kinds of arcing match sparks loaded into the back of here, which will create a sparking event. How was it, Mark?
Got it? How did he do? Is 5 or 6?
Oh, I think we need to go again.
They put a giant 11,000-pound bottling machine in the shot that he's supposed to pick up and push through the wall. Well, moving that machine was not really viable, so what we did is we made a replica of the machine in steel, painted green.
This is going to go right through that wall right there. Hopefully it's perfect on the first take.
This is his escape. I mean, he's had enough. He's had everybody all over him, the commandos, everything. He just wants to get away from it. He wants to escape. He grabs the machine, he sees it, he throws it through the wall, and he makes his break. We scan the machine in great detail. We bring that into our computers, and we make a real high-res model out of that. And we're going to put it into the shot. How was it? It was good. It was great. It worked out beautifully. Exactly what we wanted.
It's a big visual effects day.
This is cool. It's a big visual effects day. This is our first Hulk out.
You know, Act 1's the Ghost in the Darkness. It's kind of a horror film. Act 2 is the full-on, in the daylight, knockdown, drag-out brawl between Hulk and all the hardware of the U.S. Army.
He's about to say goodbye when he spots a soldier. The soldier makes a mistake, comes out, shows his rifle.
They're here.
And the Army just invades, and it leads to the centerpiece action scene of the film.
I've never done a kind of action movie type thing. I mean, that's never been required. So when we were doing the speed running, for example, ultra fast running, and it was really, really wear and tear. And I'm not young. So it was difficult. It was really difficult.
Tim Roth was out there doing everything. Everywhere I turned around, he was on a wire doing things, running, and we had this speed run where we kind of dialed in where he had to run super fast.
3, 2, 1, action!
I don't quite understand it. There were these cranes, there were these weights, and as the weights dropped, it pulled you across this. I mean, I couldn't explain it. It was bizarre.
Just as you're feeling that little pull, you gotta run with it. Just keep it just a little bit taut, just so it doesn't go.
Yeah, you don't try and outrun it. You let it build, and then you kind of just keep
You almost want to pretend that thing's
I mean, I'm
not
getting
there.
to there, and I'm just going. Yeah, I'm over. It's too fast for me. It's too fast for you.
We need to
When I get to that point.
We need to pick them up, that's why.
Yeah, so now it's all groovy. Now if I can't do it, it means that I just can't do it. Okay? And that it has to be stunty person.
We had this little traveling system and a harness and a weighted counterweight system, so we'd drop and it just sends him. He probably got running about 30, 40 miles an hour at one point.
On top of that, you've got to act as well. So you can't just... I mean, the first time I did it, I was like, stay up, stay up, stay up. And you forget the camera's on you. You've got to do the other job, too.
It takes him 3 hours to wake up, so there's like 3 hours of like problems, or like change this, change that, and everything. So then you can think about this part and remember the lines. And now...
What lines?
Oi!
I've got lines?
Copy that.
Yeah, I look good from where I was. Yeah, nice.
Blonsky, not yet!
Look alive, this could get interesting.
This is sequence 177 through 196. So what'll happen is, we know story-wise, Bruce entered the building, swallowed the chip, drank the water, runs through the stacks, and then the art department's going to put the lovely set piece on top of this overpass, and that'll be the glass pedestrian walkway that he enters.
The storyline asked for a raised glass walkway, and what we looked at, I just saw it one day, and it just actually hit me, saying, we can use the infrastructure of this beautiful Gothic walkway, but put ours on top of it and seamlessly build it within the structure.
The pedestrian overpass in the university scene it's kind of a unique sequence. We essentially trap Banner in a glass tube, and they fill it with gas to try and get him to pass out.
Put 2 canisters in there with him. Fire!
Fills up with smoke from the smoke grenades, and it was a question of how fast will it fill up. And quite often smoke machines put out a lot of smoke, but they're not necessarily fast. And it was actually the director of photography, Peter Menzies, that suggested, well, what about steam? And I said, well, steam won't work. But I said, actually, if we put steam through dry ice, it will. Which meant that the tunnel could fill up in literally 5-6 seconds.
It's good, huh?
Good for my skin.
Yeah, it's good for my skin. The first Hulk out, we didn't see anything. Now we're gonna see little things. We want to see things that I loved in the TV show: the shirt cracking, the boots exploding, the pants ripping, and exploding at the base. And the Hulk, with all his might and rage, kicks his way. Punches his way out of the tunnel, jumps, beautiful flight, lands, and everybody's like,
"Oh my God!" Give him some help!
That's really the first time we see the full Hulk when he jumps out of that overpass.
The biggest challenge is really that, none of it actually happens. So this is pretty much the background plate. We're going to layer in Hulk busting out of the tunnel here, so there'll be broken metal and flying glass and lots of debris flying out. Hulk will stand there and he roar, and then he jumps down and takes off into Morningside Park.
Alpha team, let him have all of it.
I think the statue's unique in a way. I mean, it's always fun to watch the Hulk pick up a Humvee and beat the crap out of a statue and then use parts of it as a shield. That's unique. I don't see that a lot in the world myself.
Blonsky, now you're up.
Pa, pa, 1.
Pick up the shield.
Pa, pa. 2, pa, ping. Okay, ka, 3. Pa, boom, that explodes.
Remember me.
It was really important for me to do this at first because I really wanted to see Hulk fighting a regular-sized man.
The stunt guys were extraordinary, you know. They came up with all kinds of weird ideas.
Yes, I'm okay. I believe I can fly.
Another rehearsal, right? With the action.
But don't try that in your home.
Hulk had to leap up in the air, and he does a WWF move with the shield down onto the Humvee, and that was something we pre-visualized, and then we built a weight that was the same shape of the Humvee, and it worked. It worked great.
3, 2, 1, action!
It's like we dressed it. You know, it looks just like it should. It's good.
And the cable cutter survived underneath.
One of the things that I think we're going to be really proud of at the end of this movie is the exclamation point, which is the Apache crash.
Where's the gunship?
It's visually stunning. It's a great moment, character moment for Hulk to protect Betty.
Helicopter opens fire, 2 miniguns, full speed, 2,000 rounds a minute, both sides. He's hurting, but he takes it. And the helicopter is close enough, and he turns around and he sees the helicopter, and he's got one more shield with him, and he throws the shield at the helicopter, slicing the rotor off, and the helicopter comes crashing, and Hulk just curls up in a ball of Betty.
Betty! This is one of our biggest events, especially in the university raid. This is an element that will go into our Apache helicopter crash. We've got a series of pipes that blow up in succession to create the movement of the chopper itself. We've got debris on the floor, which represents the chopper breaking apart. And then we'll add a computer-generated chassis that pops up in the air. The rotor mechanism will fly right over Hulk's head and hit the ground right into camera. So it's going to be a pretty cool shot. Nothing like napalm in the morning, you know what I mean?
I thought that wind actually gave us a nice definition.
Yeah, some good stuff coming up the top.
It was great. Stellar success. Another fine effects package from Arthur and Laird on this movie.
Fantastic.
Good on them, yeah. In a way, that one shot exemplifies a lot of things we're doing in the movie character-wise.
And out of the flames rises Hulk, holding Betty, and Betty's alive. And Roth hasn't saved Betty, Hulk has. Hulk is a hero now.
third act of the film finds all of our main characters in New York City, right in the heart of New York City. And Bruce sees what's happening, knows that the military can't do anything about it.
It has to be me.
And for the first time in the movie, he's going to take the chance to willingly bring the Hulk out of him to face this creature.
You think you can control it?
No, not control it, but I don't know, maybe aim it.
So he makes a radical decision to lower the back ramp of this helicopter.
Stop! What are you doing?
And leap out.
So basically, we had him in his giant gimbal, a helicopter, and handcuffed, and we put a nice mini airbag down below, and he was just good to go. He just went and dove off, and it was good. He just kind of got into it, take after take after take, actually. Normally, back in the old days, we would probably do a descender and have a stunt double maybe do the actual fall, and it could be 80, 100 feet or whatever, and stop them above the ground.
When you put an actor on a descender rig and just drop them down, they stop acting. It's just they just are real. They're just scared.
Nowadays, we can do just with camera move. It's actually the opposite, and we have Edward in a harness, and simply with a little camera move where the camera leaves, it actually becomes the same shot.
Yeah. I want more quickly, please, guys. In real life, we need to start the camera.
Sorry about that. Nigel, ready?
As Betty's POV, and Bruce jumps out and drops out of frame, and she comes down. She looks down. So we really need to go from a flat position, like standing still position, to an horizontal position. So vertical to horizontal, and then dropping down with him. It's easier to bring the stool to the piano than bring the piano to the stool.
Encounter Abomination, he's already created some damages. He's throwing cars, which is an ode to the Abomination Avenue. It's a comic where he's running after people, and then there's cars and people flying everywhere. We have a little bit of an homage to pay there, so we had to toss some cars, quite honestly.
Very beginning, it became clear there were certain elements that everybody really wanted to try to fit into the fight.
It's the biggest bar fight in history, and that's what we set out to do. It's an extraordinary ride at the end of the movie, but you have to do that. This is Hulk and Abomination, and people expect nothing less, so.
You don't see him now, but Abomination's going to be right over there, and the Hulk is going to be right over there. And they're going to meet right in front of that side. It's going to be very cool.
Hopefully the storyboards lead into the animatics, lead into the shoot, lead right into the final animation. There's always detours along the way, but it works.
And I came up with, all of us, we came up with these ideas of like, okay, what if he was to take a police car, split it in half, and use it as boxing gloves? And I was like, yeah, that's so fun.
The car boxing shots are really cool on a lot of levels. We did have motion capture, we did have previs. We have some really good footage of R&H employees acting out, beating the heck out of each other. And then Amanda's a really good animator.
She's the most meek, mild individual you could ever see, and we gave her these crazy big, boxing glove punching shots, and she was awesome. Her alter ego really came through there.
I've done gentle and soft and nice, and I just really wanted to, take out some aggression and beat up a monster with another monster and cop cars.
She turns to me, she's like, I've worked on so many cute animals. Can I just beat the heck out of something?
I was like, please, if I'm going to be on Hulk, let me smash something.
She just really wanted to go to town on Abomination with Hulk.
Hulk is down, he's out, he's defeated, and Abomination's coming to get him. So what's he gonna do? He sees a cop car, and he smashes, Hulk smash, and those shots were done previous to the ones that I did. And then my shots, he grabs each of the gloves, picks them up, pounds them, roars at the screen, and then comes charging in full speed at Abomination, and he just lets him have it. I mean, there's no way that a bomb is going to win this battle with the two gloves on his hands, and he's just pummeling, and there's just pieces flying everywhere. This was a really great shot.
Is that all you've got?
Well, I had the best sequence in the movie. It was the very end of the movie with Abomination and Hulk. This is it. This is the fight between them, and I was really lucky. I had a blast doing this sequence.
It's all action stuff, you know, and as an animator, it really doesn't get better than that.
It really hit home when Ed and Louis came into the studio and they presented us what the end of the movie was going to be.
If you're Hulk, it has kind of
Ed and Louis acted it out in front of us in the screening room and could just see in my face, you know, what they wanted out of this thing and the amount of time we had left. My first take on it was, wow, that's a lot of work, and we don't have a lot of time, but it's going to be really fun.
And action!
Hulk on his own is okay. It's pretty cool. Hulk fighting another guy who's taller and stronger and more athletic, I mean, that's just like a dream come true, you know? To be able to see just two guys just going at an old-fashioned brawl was a dream. It was absolutely fantastic.
You don't get to work on characters like this too often. I mean, there's only so many hero CG characters that are out there, and, you know, the Hulk, who wouldn't want to work on that? It's pretty awesome.
Hulk!
Yeah, it was certainly the dream project for a lot of people around here. Everyone was thrilled when we got the job, and I've never seen such excitement day to day from a crew. It's been great.
Every day you come to work, you get to play with little cars and models, and then you go out to the big street and you actually do it.
Keeping up with Louis. It's a constant on-the-run thing.
3 takes, we'll be done with this. It's beautiful. It's a great living. What's not to like?